line. We are going to get healthcare reform passed, and we're going to do it. One reason we're going to do it is because people like you have come out here in places like Blue Cross Blue Shield all over the country and said, we are not going to take it anymore. We want reform, and we want it now. So let's give ourselves a hand for getting it done. So they know we're going to get it done, and they're frightened. And when you get scared and frightened up there in that executive suite, right up there, those fancy glass, they're having people clean the glass right up there today. They get scared and they do things that are dumb. And you know what? The dumbest thing they did in a long time was this postcard. Everybody hold up the postcards. Alan made it. They said dumb. What was it, dumb? So I'm so happy they did that, because then we can send these postcards back and say, we want a public option for healthcare. We want to compete with you guys. We want more choice for ourselves and our families. And that's what we're going to get.
It makes me irate that Blue Cross Blue Shield takes some of our money and uses it to tell us to lobby against our own interests. This is just ridiculous.
And this is your blow up of the card?
I did. This is the card that we received at our house, and it asked us to send it to Kay Hagan and tell us to vote against our interests. And we have modified the card and mailed it to her, and said, as we have said to her before, we need your support for a robust public option. That's what we really need.
So just remember, 45,000 people died last year because of the lack of access to health care. And every 12 minutes, one person dies because of the lack of access to health care.
We're going to have to keep fighting.
That's right.
Forever.
That's right.
Lives are at stake, so we have to continue this fight.
I'm here today with Healthcare for America Now. We're protesting Blue Cross Blue Shield's lobby campaign against progressive health care reform in this country. We're outraged by this postcard right here. Last week they sent out a mailer to all their policyholders asking them to send this prepaid postcard to Senator Hagan here in North Carolina opposing health care reform, opposing the public option. They're using their policyholders' premiums to lobby against their policyholders' interests. We need to break up this big insurance monopoly. We need to mobilize the public to get the public option passed, a robust option to get good financing for this bill. We're out here protesting today in order to rally the public over the next few weeks to make sure the health care reform that Congress passes is what the American consumers, what the American public wants. With a strong public option, financed in a way it's not a burden on the middle class, and that it covers as many Americans as possible. We're fighting for universal coverage, and this company is standing in the way. We're protesting that. It's a sleazy campaign they're waging. We need to mobilize the public to make sure big insurance doesn't win, because if they win, we lose.
Got a letter here for big insurance companies. I'd like to read it to you. Big insurance, you're the one with a pre-existing condition. You're sociopathic, money-hoarding, healthcare thug that has crippled our healthcare system while inflicting serious misery on the American public. Even now you continue with your propaganda campaign to prevent us from having a quality, affordable, and humane healthcare system that covers every American. Your strategy of divide and conquer by trying to trick senior citizens into thinking they will lose their government health care, your subversive advertising dollars taken out of our premiums that muzzle the mainstream media, your shameful bribing of our weak and gutless elected leaders, this will not stand. We regret to inform you that due to these pre-existing conditions, you will not be allowed to participate in nor to sabotage America's plan to provide true health care for all of its citizens. Your services are no longer needed. We wish you well. Take care.
Last night, I had the opportunity to be at a memorial service for those who have died because of the lack of access to health care. And at this moment, can we just take one moment of silence to remember those who have passed away because of the fact that they did not have access to health care? Just for one moment.